All right. Damn, that sounds bright, dude. Let's see if I can turn it around. Holy shit. All right, well, we are not in the gym today. Like I said yesterday, we're gonna get a whole track workout in, which I thought this was a track. It's really not. If you look, you can see it's just like a sidewalk type thing, but it's in a circle shaped like a normal track and field. So I'm hoping that it's the same distance and it's just a quarter mile around here. I'm gonna do a warm-up lap, just kind of get warmed up. So I guess we'll see how far it is exactly. But after that, we're gonna see how fast I can run a mile. We're gonna get my top mile speed right now, which when I was back in high school, I used to be able to run like a 5-minute mile. I ran it one time in high school during track and field, and I ran a 5:02. So hopefully it's not gonna be a 5:02, but hopefully it's somewhere close. You know what I mean? I'm like, hopefully it's sub 6 at least. I think for sure I can run a sub 6 mile. So that's kind of the goal for today. After that, we'll probably get a couple like sprint type workouts in, maybe some quick 800-meter like sprints, you know? And then maybe a 400-meter sprint. And then after that, we'll get some abs in. We'll call it good from there. All right, let's go and get my warm up in, and then we'll check in here in just a minute, right before my 5-minute mile. Let's get it done. Oh, I forgot my freaking microphone. That's okay. Well, I measured it. It is exactly a quarter mile around the lap. So that's good at least. Got the warm up in. I forgot my water bottle in the car, so went and grabbed that. And let's go ahead and get it done. I'm gonna start at this pole right here. I don't even know if you can see that pole. I think you can see that one, not this one though. I'm gonna start right here, 4 laps. I'm shooting for just under 6 minutes. Hopefully, honestly, under 5:45 if I can do it, which I think I can, but I guess we'll see. $5.49. Oh, all right, let me catch my breath for a minute. All right, $5.49. I'm really pretty happy with that, honestly. For a second there, you know, I was looking at my pace on my watch, and for a second I thought I might break 5:30, but obviously that didn't happen. But I'm pretty happy with that. My third lap was super slow. I'll throw a breakdown of the laps on there. So I think my third lap was the slowest, and I think the 4th lap was pretty slow as well. I started out too fast. I took that first turn about 200 meters in. I looked down at my watch, and it said my mile pace was like 4:50 or something like that. It was just a fast start to it, which, you know, back in track and field, that's how I'd start each mile race. It's basically a sprint to start for the first 200 meters, and then you settle in from there. But laps 3 and 4 were pretty slow. I would say I'm gonna work on that, but I'm also not really running miles, you know, just like a single mile that often anymore. So I don't know, I think we might just kind of keep you know, a few months from now, just try and beat that time. But for now, I'm super happy with that. Now let's go ahead and I'm gonna do 2 400-meter sprints, and then like 2 200-meter sprints, and then hit some abs. I may do a bit more actually. Do 2 400 meters, and I might do 4 200 meters. Would actually only total another mile of running, which is wild, right? But I think that's the move. Excuse me. Woo. So yeah, 2 400s, 4 200s, abs. Fuck, dude. I've been sneezing all fucking day. I can't stop it. Oh, another one. Piece of shit. God damn. Fuck, dude. I can't stop sneezing. Holy shit. Fuck. Whew. That was a lot of sneezing. All right, I think it's all gone now. Does that ever happen to anybody else? When you start sneezing a shit ton after a run? Like, I don't know what that is. But it'll give me a lot after runs, where my sinuses start fucking going. I sneeze like 50 times, which it's late October. Like, why is it? I feel like that's not the time of year for that shit, but here we are. I don't know, maybe that's just me. All right, first 400 meter, let's get it. All right, so I ran that in 1:20, which is actually only a little bit faster than my mile pace. I couldn't bring that time down because I started cramping like a motherfucker. Like 200 meters in, both my sides just fucking went, dude. That hurt. All right, let's take a quick break and then get the next 400. We've recovered. Gonna do one more 400 meter. I'm gonna try and beat 120 this time. Hopefully I won't start cramping again because that sucked. So hopefully this time I don't cramp up so bad and I'll actually be able to keep a strong pace throughout the entire thing. Let's go ahead and get it done. I don't know if you can see me or not. Oh, I trust that you can. That was 1:24. A touch slower, but I'm not mad about that. Ouch. All right, we're gonna take a quick 2-minute break, then get into the 200s. All right, so here's how the 200 meters are gonna work. Because it's obviously it's a track, so it's 400 meter loop. So whenever I do my 200 meters, I'll end on the opposite side over there. So what I'll do is I'll run my first 200 meters, take like a 30-second break over there, catch my breath a little bit, and then run the second 200 meters and stop back here and get the breakdown. And then we'll just do that one more time, and then we're good. I still haven't even fully recovered from the fucking 400 meters, but that's okay. All right, here we go. I was about 35 seconds per 200 meter. Total of 1:10 that lap. I was actually expecting to be a bit faster than that, but that's okay. Try and beat that for this next round. All right, let's take a break and do it again. On to the last set of 200s. I don't know if anyone noticed, but I'm technically running around this track the wrong direction. Like whenever you run around the track, you're supposed to go and turn left around the corners. I've been doing it the opposite where I'm turning right. The reason for that is just so that when I'm finishing, you can actually see me, so the sun's like shining on me, rather than like, if it was behind me, you would just see like a shadowy figure like sprinting towards you, you know what I mean? So I was trying to avoid that and have the sun shining at me when I was finishing. I'm just now realizing I could have achieved that exact same thing if I had just gone to the opposite side of the track and filmed over there, and still been able to run around the track the correct way. But too late for all that shit now. Let's go ahead and get these last 200s done. All right, let's finish up. Well, times were almost exactly the same. 35 minutes a pop, 110 total. Hey. All right, let's take another break, get some abs in, and then we'll close it out from there. Phew, gotta catch my fucking breath, dude. Phew. First of all, my mile time super happy with that 5:49. I said before we started, I wanted to beat 6-minute miles, hopefully 5:45 if I could, and I was right there in that range with that 5:49. So stoked on that. I 100% thought I would be faster in both the 400 and the 200. Because the 400, what did I run, a 120, right? 400 meter sprint, I guess sprint, or a 120 400 meter, right? Now 120 400 meter is a 540 mile. If I did that 4 times, that's a 540 mile. So it's like, I was barely faster than my mile time pace with that 400. And then the 200s, I was just a little bit faster than my 400 pace with a 35-second 200, which is the same as a 110 400 pace, right? So what that tells me is my sprint speed has taken a bigger dip since high school than my endurance speed. Honestly, if anything, my endurance speed has increased a little bit, but it's just my top speed, my sprint speed, has just crashed to where it's almost the exact pace that I run my fastest mile at is almost my sprint speed, So I need to get my sprint speed back up a little bit. I think if I do this, on a weekly basis, it'll come back pretty quickly. I'm not super worried about it. So there's also not really like a huge benefit to having a fast sprint speed, in my day-to-day life. It's just kind of another goal that I can try and hit. So let me make sure that the camera's still filming because it's gone off twice now. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and get in my 30, 10, 30, and then we will get out of here. Ah, fuck. Ouch. All right. I'll go ahead and finish this up for today. Ooh. I feel real good with this little workout we did. It's funny, I only ran 2 miles, but it took me like 45 minutes to do it just because it was, all, a extremely fast mile pace or just sprints, and I was taking breaks in between the sprints. So it's a good way to make 2 miles really hard and last a really long time. And you spend 100% of your time with a super high heartbeat, with a super high, my heartbeat rate just stays, extremely high during that entire 2 miles. So I'm definitely gonna come back and do another workout similar to this. Next time, maybe we'll try some ladders, see how that feels. But yeah. That'll do it for today. Let's go ahead, run back home, catch the end of the game of some of the college football games, grub out, and then, yeah, do it from there. All right, that's all I got for you. It's better today than we were yesterday. Better tomorrow than we are today. Good shit, team.